Well, apparently this happens to me time to time. I jumped in here and realized we're still in June. Apparently, even though I'm like 99% sure this game saves, but I think the fact that I didn't play an actual game in the last session, I might have just royally screwed up. So we're gonna have to advance and sim and catch up. And you know, big mistake by me, but being completely transparent, there's only one way to catch up and keep the series going, and that's to spend some time redoing it and attempt to do the exact same draft picks. I know we learned some stuff in the draft. We're not going to use that. I have the footage, so I can hope we get the same exact picks. So what's interesting is we are saved in a point where is he? He's off the roster at this point, Rendon, or is he this far down? Yeah, we got designated for assignment here for Rendon, so it'd be at least that's still there. And the outcomes are going to be different. Like, people are going to get hurt different, stats are going to be hurt or a little different. Nothing really I can do about that. It's just kind of upsetting, but we're going to get caught up and pick up with this episode. Okay, we got back to the draft. You can see we have our 6 players that we drafted on our board. Let's see if it plays out the same way. Well, they go with somebody different, but it's not our guy, thankfully. So I'm really sad about this. It's gonna mix things up a little bit, but we still get Scott here. Burnett will be on the team as long as we can sign him. So we'll be doing some saves and trying to get through this. But number 3, is this gonna be? Oh, Kenny is still going in the division. That's good to know. We'll see him in the future. That's nice to see. Our next pick, we are still able to get Clyde Rudy. We expected that. And for our 3rd pick, we will pick Johnny again. All working the same way for us so far. This one we will go with Rosario Robles here. And for our final pick, we are still able to get Costa. And at this point, we're 3 games out of the lead, getting back to where we were. Boy, and the wild card, we're a game and a half out. Kenley Jansen's out for 1 to 2 months. That's gonna hurt. We're gonna go 15-day on that. We'll skip the home run derby, all of that. And Ryan Helsley is gonna go to the Marlins for Jesus Sanchez. Wow. And Bride. Interesting. But we're gonna have to bring up Peterson here to the big league roster. Rough with Jansen getting hurt. 40% motivation, so that's something I did a little bit better last time around. We'll see if we can still get him in here. We got Rudy, we got Johnny. All right, so everything's going good so far here. All right, so we got 1 decline. So these 2 will get worked on. We got to get Burnett's motivation up. So that'll be all right. And then we'll see where we're sitting in the standings. This sucks. Got him. All right. I don't know what we offered him last time. We were going to go 10 million here. And he declined. Okay, this is annoying. We're going to save right now. Freaking rookie mistake. And we got him. Okay. Now we just got to get back to where we're supposed to start this episode and see where we're sitting. Oh, Kim, this is a trade with the Rays. Kim gets traded to the Brewers. All right. A little bit of action going on. Really changes things up. All right, so we should be able to view our draft picks now. Everything's looking the same, looking good. Okay. We've redone the sim, and we are tied for first place with 2 months to go in the season. It's time to get into some action. Soriano's pitching today. Got some contract extensions to kind of maybe take an eye on, but I think right now we're going to kind of just stay where we are. Going to take a look at Zach Neto here and see if he's somebody we want to lock in long term. We still have control of him through 2029, so it might be a little early to go with something like that, especially because if we go that far out, he's going to want 12 million a year. So we might have missed the window to get a favorable offer to him. Ward being 31, with his contract having 1 more year of arbitration, it might be something to see if we can get below that. If we go 2 years, he'd still want 12 million. So I think next year we'll probably just deal with arbitration for him. Oh, Hoppy, his future is unknown at this point. He's 25, but we control him through 2028. He is improving. The bat, I would like a lot higher of a batting average from him. 15 home runs, 36 RBIs is pretty awesome, though. Pretty solid. Well, things to look at here. and think about. I do want to get into some action here and see if we can keep the Angels on top of the division. And Victor Gonzalez with a broken hand out for 2 to 3 months. So injuries are starting to pile up. And we are sitting 2 games out of first place now. Wanted to get to the A's series and start playing. We'll probably feature divisional rivals the rest of the way through this season. No custom scenario in that game. Today we do have one. We have a tie ball game, 0-0 in the 6th inning. 2 runners on base. Moniak up to bat.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Moniak. I've been saying it wrong, huh? Moniak. I thought it was Moniak, like Pontiac, but apparently it is Moniak. Can't catch up to the 98-mile-an-hour fastball to start here. Way behind it. There's a good pitch, but that's a double play ball. He bobbles it. That might help us get to first in time. It does.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Neto 1 for 2 in today's game. Still batting 250. Still batting 285. That's inside ball 1. But this season with runners in scoring position, you can see in the graphic there, 185. Hasn't been super clutch for us. Shanuel should be on deck. But 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Runners on the corners. 2-0 count. This is a good one to swing at. We're a little late on it. 2-1 count now. And looking at the scoreboard, it looks like our pitcher's got a 1-hitter going. Which kind of, oh yeah, we're in this mode. We can't do manager apparently. Okay. There's ball 3, full count. The payoff pitch here. Oh, it ricocheted off of him, and he bobbles it. We got a 1-0 lead. That was going to go up the middle for a base hit. We still got lucky there. Should be E6, or E5, we'll see. And they're going to pull him. Interesting. Maybe he's hurt. Pomeranz comes into the game with a 2.54 ERA this year, and this will be his 26th outing. Lefty-lefty matchup, pretty smart there. We can't, okay. Maybe it's just gonna let us play this inning, and that's why. Swinging at the first pitch, routine fly ball to center field. That'll retire the side. 1-0 Angels. Detmers has a 1-hitter going, a decent amount of his energy, but let's go ahead and get someone in the bullpen started to warm up and at least stretch in here. I don't know if we've seen. I think we have. We're going to go with the setup man. Get Jose warmed up, and we'll also get Ben Joyce warmed up as well, just in case Detmers doesn't fare well here. Jacob Wilson up to bat. He is 0 for 2 today. First pitch. Just outside, 1-0. Wilson's pretty active there in the batter's box. Strike 1, 1-1. The long windup from Reed. 1-1 pitch. Nice pitch there. Nice location of the fastball. 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer. We are ahead of the count here. 1-2. And I don't know what I called pitch-wise. I didn't see the thing pop up. What did we call? Oh, I'm not sure where that one missed. 2-2. Fouled off the last pitch. See if we can get this into the dirt a little bit and catch him swinging. Oh, we'll take that, though. 1 away. Brent Rooker. We were looking at him a little while ago. This is a star on the A's right now. And that right there is why. Oh, my goodness. He got all of that. 477 feet. It's 1-1. 29th home run of the year. Yeah, we got to pitch around him like he's Ohtani moving forward. Gets a hug at home. The 17 fans that are here, they're pretty happy. Deep shot to left field. All right. Langalier's up to bat. 0 for 2 today. Missed on the first pitch. We got a 1-0 count.
2 balls, no strike.
Think we might have seen the best of Reed today. Having a hard time locating his pitches. That one was nowhere near where we wanted it. I'm going to be honest with you. I struggle with his windup and just waiting. Getting a lot of contact on us when we do throw the ball over the plate here. 2-2 count. Look like the Phillies, Pirates, and D-backs are all tied for the wild card or in the wild card in the National League. We'll take a look at all that stuff later on. All the NL leaders are from the Dodgers. Whoa, terrible, terrible. Full count here. Ground ball to Rengifo. 2 away. Max Muncy up to bat here. The other one. He's 0 for 2 today. That's just a little bit low there. See if we can get Reed through the 7th here. Be 7 innings with 2 hits and 1 run given up. Be a solid outing for him. That one's low as well. Falling behind here, 2-0. You know, scared to pitch to a guy who's batting 143 on the year. Misses with all 3 pitches, 3-0. Nice slider there to make it 3-1. The Let's Go A's chant starts. 3-1 pitch. Over to Moncada. That'll end the inning 1-1 after the Brent Rooker just blasts it to left field. Ferguson coming into the game for the A's to start the 8th inning. We got the top of our lineup.
Number 44.
Swinging at the first pitch, good contact, just not getting all of it. 1 away. Johan Moncada, 285 on the year, 0 for 3 today. Now, one of the things before I got thrown for the loop starting today's game or recording session was I wanted to talk about some of the misses that we had during the trade deadline. I did talk about wanting to hold pat since the team was performing above what we expected, and we do have a shot for playoffs still. 1-2 count. The problem with that is we had a lot of expiring contracts that we could have leveraged to get some prospects. Moncada goes down swinging, 2 away. So by not doing that, we got ourselves in a situation where we're going to lose a handful of players and get nothing in return this offseason. Was it the best move during a rebuild? I probably would say it was not, but we can recover and we have a chance to make the playoffs. And as a GM of a team with a chance to make the playoffs, you're not going to sacrifice that for the future, or you shouldn't. Quijada's going to come into the game for us in the bottom of the 8th. What I was trying to say was it would be the wrong move. The fans would hate it if we would have blown this team up while we were a game out of first place or, you know, in the wild card running. You got to see the season through. Now, when it comes to the winter meetings, if we have some players we can move, get some prospects in here. We haven't looked at AAA or AA at all so far in this season because there hasn't been anything to really pay attention to down there. I've been paying attention to the statistics, trying to see if we have a player that's hot that we want to, you know, feature until we get Scott Burnett in here and until we get to see Rudy pitch. We don't have anything that attractive to feature on the series, so we haven't been looking at AA or AAA, but we will be getting into that next season with a 99 potential player, a 92 potential, an 89 in our draft class. We got a lot to look forward to now, and we'll hope to add on to that in the offseason as well. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th, still a tie ball game.
Now batting, second
Here's Jackson Holiday. Man, what a trade to get him there. We would have got blasted if we pulled that trade off. Outside, 1-1. That was something we struggled with in the first year of this series. The Pirates rebuild was not taking advantage too much of the CPU when it comes to trades. 3-1 count here. With Seth Brown on deck. And he walks him. So when we get into making trades, I'm playing it the way the game lets us. We'll try not to go too crazy with any trades, but we got to improve this team. And at the rate we're going without trades, it's going to take like 10 years. 1-0 count. Just not hitting the locations here either. That was me with a way late release on that, thrown to first. Let's see if we can close this game out. All of these wins are going to be important. There's a shot to center field. Moniak's going to get back to it. He got it. Ends the 8th, still tied. I want to know some feedback on this. I am thinking about making zones perfect now that baseball has the review process going on with pitches. Maybe we do that in this game as well, so that pitches like that are called accurately. That one was. Weren't getting the same treatment on our side, though. 1-1. Jorge Soler, 245 for the year. He is starting to decline a lot in the statistics. One more year in his contract after this. That might be a player that we focus on trying to get a few prospects for in the offseason. But boy, do I hit well with him. That one's out of here. 420 feet. 2-1 Angels. Can this team put it together down the stretch and make the playoffs without any moves? We'll get Jansen back soon. We'll get our closer. And speaking of that, we got to look at what do we want to do for that today. I think we are going to go with Joyce. We're gonna schedule him to go in the game and give him a shot at closing this one out.
Number 37.
Taylor Ward up to bat here. He's batting 275. Leclerc's on the mound, who's an A. I think his best days are behind him too, but he's still a solid pitcher. 0-1. Likes the location of that. Just hit it right at him. One away. Here's O'Hoppe. His future with the team has become a question mark all of a sudden with the draft we just had. With basically the next, what we're hoping is the next Mike Trout, or maybe it's the next Bryce Harper being a catcher. Something I'm flirting with too with Scott Burnett is, do we look at moving him to a different position to make his career last longer? Catchers take a lot of wear and tear, and that would be something the organization would really debate as we go down swinging with O'Hoppe. Here's Moniak again. But yeah, definitely a debate on switching the position of Burnett, possibly to first base, maybe right field, but I think first base is where I'd probably be leaning at for him. That's gonna get over his head. They're playing shallow. So we're gonna, yeah, we'll hold up at second. I was gonna try to go 3 there, but we're gonna go with just the double. That should bring up Zach Neto here. Try to get an insurance run. 2 outs here against Leclerc. Oh, that was a good one too, just behind it. Let's catch up to these fastballs. Not playing as shallow this time, but this is still going to get over his head and over the fence. 4-1 Angels. Neto is the future shortstop as of right now. If we find someone else in the draft, that could change. He might move over to second base, but right now he is the future for the team at shortstop. Here is Nolan Shanuel 0 for 3 today. 4-1 ball game now. That's a ball. Inside ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Low, ball 2. 2-1 pitch. Hard hit to third base, but it's played nicely over there. We'll go to the bottom. See if we can hold on to this 3-run lead.
Now pitching for the Angels.
All right, here's Ben Joyce. 487 this year.
Ben Joyce.
Yeah, 62 outings. He's a reliever. You know, they can have inflated ERAs. 101 he's reaching there on that first pitch. Apparently he can go up to 102. Foul ball on that one. It's a 0-2 pitch here. Ground ball to Shanuel. Played himself. 2 outs away from a victory here. That brings up Jacob Wilson again. 0-1 count. Did not try to catch up to the 100 mile an hour there. 0-2. Fly ball Trout's not even going to try to chase this into the stands. We'll do it again, 0-2. Blew it by him. Wilson goes down swinging, 2 outs. Here is the dangerous rooker. No reason to really throw it right down the middle. Oh, no, we didn't want it there, but Trout's going to get this. Angels win. Yeah, pretty solid outing here. Nice comeback. I guess it really wasn't a comeback, but a nice finish game.
Now batting, right fielder.
Jumping into the next
Trout.
game here. It's the top of the 6th, 6-5 A's. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Mike Trout up to bat. He's 0 for 3 today. Looks like the A's did get 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. We're here in the top of the 6th, trying to take the lead back. He's pitching around Trout so far. 2-0 count. And the 2-0 pitch. That's high as well. Bring up Soler with bases loaded. Nobody out. I wouldn't mind it. Not at all. Controller down. That one hits the zone. I'm tempted to look at this next pitch, but we are going to do it with controller in hand. 3-1 count. That one misses. Bases loaded. Jorge Soler up to bat. 3 home runs in the series.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
That's called a strike. It did catch a little bit of the zone. 0-1. Oh, that was our pitch. Not quick enough there. 0-2. And then where did we miss there? Soler did strike out. Says very late. Okay. Here's Taylor Ward, 1 for 2. Fouls that one off. We're late on everything. 0-1 count. Caught up to that one. Playing somewhat shallow. We are going to tag up on second and third there. It is a 6-6 ball game.
Now batting, catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
O'Hoppe up to bat here. First pitch is high. 1-0. Yeah, O'Hoppe on the hot seat eventually. Would like for him to keep improving, and that's a way to do it when you know you just drafted a stud. Big hit to give your team the lead in the top of the 6th inning here. We'll take it. 2 away still. And here's Moniak. Oh, the sidearm's throwing me off a little bit. I thought that was going to be a lot lower. 0-1 count.
That's foul.
0-2 count. Oh, that's an excuse me swing. That's going to work for an RBI. 8-6. And that brings up Zach Neto. Another opposite field shot for Neto, just like last game. This one's going to be caught, though. 7-6 Angels. Went ahead and simulated. It looks like we did pull off a win with Trout getting an RBI there. We won it 11-8. Robert Stevenson gets the win. And after sweeping the A's, we're now sitting at 65-59, 2 games behind the Astros. And we are tied with the Royals for the last wild card spot. It's going to get interesting. We have a fractured forearm by Jack here. He's going to go on the 60-day DL. Man, but we gotta make a roster move. The relief pitcher's just going down, huh? And that was our starting pitcher that we had as our long relief pitcher, who was giving us pretty good numbers, a 3.51 ERA with 74 innings pitched. Kind of want to look at the same here. We'll go with Chase. I believe he has an option left, and he is on the 40-man roster. I think we called him up, or we sent him down at the beginning of the year, so we already used his option. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll go to one of our AA pitcher here. Yeah, this guy, Samuel, is ready to go to AAA. Let's get him there. I'll get those rotations all sorted out here in a second. We end up taking 2 out of 3 against the Reds. 2 out of 3 against the Cubs. So we're 69-61, half a game out of first. It looks like a game and a half up in the wild cards spot. Let's keep this going. Playing Texas today. We're going to jump in here. Home team up by 1. Base is empty. Taylor Ward at bat.
Leading off for the Angels, left fielder Taylor Ward.
All right, Taylor. We're in Texas, down by a run, top of the 9th. Swinging at the first pitch. That's going to be a routine fly ball to center field. One away. And these are the games we got to figure out how to pull off if we're going to make it all the way to the postseason. Get a timeout here. Can I get a timeout? Timeout, timeout. Nope. Oh, it's got to be patient. He's going to outrun that, though. That's a single for Moniak. Was going to look at our options on the bench. Wanted a righty-lefty matchup there, which we get here with Neto. Ooh, that's called a ball, 1-0. Good take there by Zach. 2 for 3 today. Will it let me get the bullpen going? It will. Okay, let's get someone warmed up. And looking at our options here. Ooh, we're gonna warm up Burke.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 away, 1-1 count. And that is going to end the game. We lose the first game of the series against the Rangers. Cannot come back in the 9th inning.
Now batting third baseman Yohan Moncada.
Moncada's up here with the runner at second in the top of the 8th, 2-2 ball game the next day. We've lost the first game of the series as we just witnessed. We could still salvage this and take 2 out of 3. Luke Jackson on the mound. He's got a slider, 4-seamer, and a 12-6 curve. 0-1 pitch. He left that hanging. We got to catch up to that. We got to catch up to it. That one gets away. That'll get the runner to third base with 2 outs. Another one of those, we can score a run. 1-2 count. Wild pitch. 284 for the year. Having a solid year. Why is he 6th? We'll have to look at that. 2-2 count. 0 for 3 today. Even count here. 2s are wild. 2 outs. 2-2 count. No, don't swing at that. Okay. Whew. Full count. Taylor Ward on deck. Fan says to sit him down. Let's see if they can. Walks him. It looked intentional there. Let's take a look at our bullpen now. We didn't get a chance to see Brock, so let's get him warmed up. Here's Taylor Ward, 0 for 3, 274 on the season. Runners in the corners, 2 outs, the top of the 8th, 2-2 ball game. Hard hit gets by. That'll make it 3-2. .96 off the bats, was not able to make a play at third base there. Taylor Ward with a clutch go-ahead RBI. See it again. Just can't dig it out of the dirt there. Runners at first and second. 2 outs for Moniak. 268. Moniak was just released by the Angels in real life. Kind of interesting move by them. Looks like they're going with Joe Adell instead of Moniak in center field this year. 0-1 count. Fouls off what would have been ball 1. Oh, that's a close pitch. I guess it was good to swing at it, but we should have let it go. We gotta swing at good pitches. Ones that we know we can hit. Pitches we like. 1-2. Goes down looking. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th, leading by a run thanks to Taylor Ward's RBI single. We will finish this game.
Leading off for the Rangers.
Starter comparison. Looks like Soriano's given us 7 innings so far, 2 runs given up on 3 hits and 7 strikeouts, where Rocker went 4 1/3, 1 run, 1 earned run, 6 hits and 5 strikeouts. Okay, yeah, we're going to let him stay in here in the 8th. He's got some energy. Catches the bottom of the zone there with the sinker. Pitching a little better already. It feels better than last time we used him. Maybe it was an off day for Soriano when he walked 5 for us. First batter goes down looking. 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th. Brings up Garcia. This dude is dangerous. He's dangerous in a 1-run game. 1-0 count. Just catches the bottom of the zone there. 1-1. Fouls off the 1-1 pitch. It's now 1-2. Ground ball to Rengifo. He plays it cleanly. 2 away in the 8th. Fouls off the sinker. Didn't mean to throw it that high. Thought I was throwing the fastball, being a little silly. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Rengifo needs to move to his right. His left, excuse me. Let's go to the 9th. Leading by a run. Chris Martin coming into the game. 2.85 ERA in 73 games pitched. Ryan Noda, we get a chance to see him. Still batting below 200 for the year. A 182, I think is what that said. Well, there you go. There's the splits. 077 against lefties. Wow. Nice. Perfect base hit. Rengifo up to bat here with the runner at first. Nobody out in the top of the 9th. Catches the corner there. I do want to see about... Right now, our closer is Peterson. I want to get an opportunity to see him here in the bottom of the 9th. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 0-2. Misses away. 1-2. And a fly ball to the catcher here. 1 away. Zach Neto's 0 for 4 in today's ball game. Way early on the cutter. 0-1. He's grounded into 12 double plays this year. I mean, we're deep into August. I don't know if that's that bad. Double plays happen. 1-2. Inside, 2-2. All right, Martin to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Oh, I thought it was going to be outside. I swung late on that. 2 down. Here's Mike Trout, 0 for 4 today. 325, 30 home runs, 85 RBIs. Those sound like Mike Trout numbers. Let's finish the year strong. Stay healthy, Mike. Outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
This feels like a Trout moment.
Ball 2.
Smartly pitching around him. 2-0. And there it is. It felt like a Trout moment, and it was a Trout moment. It is now 5-2, Los Angeles. Number 31 on the year for Mike Trout. Just squares it up. A little bit of a moonshot, but we'll take it. Good contact, good timing. 90-mile-an-hour splitter.
Ball.
Outside, ball 1. Scott getting to play today. Instead of Soler, it looks like. He's 184 on the year. A little late on that one. That's going to get down, though. And over for a double.
Time. Ground rule double. 2 bases.
It's third double of the year. New pitcher coming in for the Rangers, Sean Armstrong. 3.72 ERA in 45 games pitched. Here's Logan O'Hoppy's average is at 237, 1 for 4 today. 3-run lead here. Oh, shouldn't have swung at that. Runner at second, 2 outs. And O'Hoppy got all of this one. It's 7-2. Oh, it's slow. Okay. I was a little ahead of myself there. Looking like Puig or something, trying to celebrate a home run that wasn't. 6-2. Nice double, O'Hoppy. What is the quick button for bullpen this time around? Okay. We are going to set up Peterson to schedule to pitch in the bottom. 2 outs here. Runner at second. 6-2 ball game. 0-1 count. Way early on that one. 0-2. Got to get these batting averages up with runners in scoring position.
That's the ball.
Though the team scores a lot of runs, we'll take a look here at the end of August at all the statistics too for the team. Behind on that one. Let's go to the bottom. Got 4 runs. Let's close this out. So top of the lineup coming up for the Rangers. And here he comes, the short time closer. It looks like he's gotten 7 saves and 9 opportunities. 3.09 ERA. Strikeout rate of 20%. I'd like to see the whip on that. Here's Peterson. First pitch against Simeon. Not where we wanted to locate it. Good thing he was looking at it. 0-1.
No.
That one should have been strike 2. It's 1-1. All right, we've seen all 3 pitches.
2-1.
2-1 count now. Fouls off that one. It is now 2-2. I think I saw the sliders. You can adjust the foul ratio for the CPU. I might do that. I might actually look online for the best sim sliders or the best, basically sliders for franchise mode here and see about making some adjustments. Because these are the at-bats that just drive me nuts. We're on our 9th pitch of the at-bat here, 2-2 count. And then a nice base hit. That's always how it seems to work out on those at-bats. Ward's going to get to this one a little late, but we'll hold him to second base. Leadoff double for the Rangers. Not going to get too worried yet. 96-mile-an-hour fastball outside there, 1-0. And that one's going to get through. This is going to score a run. Unless Ward... Nah, that's not going to get there. Runner at first, 6-3 ball game. Here's Seager. This might be the last batter that Peterson faces. Depending on how he does here. Slider outside, 1-1. Here's a 2-seamer. That's another just hitting him hard. That's going to be a 6-4 ball game here. Runner at second, nobody out still. Got to make a move. Michael Peterson unable to record an out in today's outing. And we're going to start warming up Chase just in case, but Brock's going to come in the game. Looking at his numbers, 3.47 ERA and 33 outings. Let's see if he can sneak us by here. Nobody out in the top of the or bottom of the 9th. 2-run ball game. Runner at second. Tying run to the plate. 1-1 count. Jake Berger up to bat. That's going to advance the runner to third. O'Hoppy's not going to get it in time. Not that that matters. The batter. Berger's the one we care about. 2-1 count. Fouled off. 2-2. See if we can get him with a sinker. That's just gets too much of the plate. Luckily, it's fouled off. That got too much of the plate as well. That's going to be our last insurance run that we can give up. We now got 1 away, 1-run ball game. Got to get 2 outs here. Jock Peterson up to bat. He could easily tie this with a home run. Let's see what Brock Burke's got in the bag. Ground ball to Rengifo, 2 away. And here is Josh Young. 2 outs now. That hit 85% of the zone there. 1-0. It's a tie ball game. Just clears the fence. 6-6. Josh Young ties it up. Guess technically Burke gets the blown save here, even though most of it was on Peterson's dime. 1 count to Kyle. Try to put him away with the sinker here. 0-2. Fouls it off. Pretty tough outing. Another base hit for the Rangers. Got to prevent this collapse from happening. Cannot blow a 4-run lead like this. Let's get Chase in here. Just switching it up like crazy. Against Garcia again. All right, slider got him swinging. Slider got him. All right, 1-1. Trying to extend this to extra innings. Garcia swinging at everything. We're going to try another splitter there. That one, it was way too much of the zone. 1-2 again. Ground ball, nice play. No. All right, we got it. Extra innings. Moncada at second base, top of the 10th here. It's an 0-2 count to Taylor Ward, 275 on the year. And don't swing at that. 1 away, runner at second still. Base hit, scores a run. Would be nice to get more than one here in the 10th.
No.
Tying inside, 1-1. Such an important series here. Tie ball game. Fouled it off, 1-2. That's gonna be too shallow to advance the runner. 2 away. Ryan Noda up to bat here. Let's look at this though. Shanuel's coming in to pinch hit.
Number 18, Nolan Shanaway.
Shanawell, I feel a lot better about at the plate than Noda at this point. I mean, and there's why. Look at this perfectly decided on pinch hitter. 7-6. First pitch swinging, almost a 2-run shot, but it hit the fence. We'll take it.
Now batting second base.
Top of the lineup now.
Rengifo.
Rengifo up to bat, 2 for 4 today. Let's try to get another one across. Good looking at that one. Probably wouldn't have made good contact on it. 0-1. 7-6 Angels now. 1-1 count. That's a weakly hit ground ball to second base. Let's go to the bottom of the 10th. 3 outs away from a win again. Thanks to Nolan Shanaway. And he's going to stay in the game at first base.
Shanaway.
Oh, first pitch. This is a chance to advance Garcia. Let's get it into the... that was terrible. Okay, runner at third, 1 out.
Now running.
Oh, Langford's going to come in to run. We're very familiar with Wyatt.
Wyatt Langford.
Simeon up to bat here. Base hit here. Ties the game. Home run wins it. We're a winning run at the plate now. I guess it was last at bat too, but you know what I mean. 1-1 counts. Way too much of the zone with the splitter there. 1-2. Got away with it. Let's throw a high fastball here. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. With the slider.
2-2.
Too far outside. 2-2. Trying to get him to chase there. No, it's okay. It's okay. Full count. Yeah, Langford's 96 speed. Moniak's weak arm. Tie ball game. Langford's going to stay in right field. I wish we had Wyatt Langford with 96 speed.
36. Wyatt Langford.
Neto with a nice base hit there. That's going to get him to second. So let's put up like 3 or 4 runs. They tried to trick me into going to third there. Did you see that? And Mike Trout coming up to bat. No, it was a Mike Trout moment in the 9th inning. It was wasted by the blown save. Let's do another one here. Let's go for number 32 on the year. With the sidearm pitcher. Trout with back-to-back home runs. 1 in the 9th, 1 in the 11th. Number 32 on the year. Was a little worried about the sidearm pitcher, but we got a hold of that one. A little early on the swing. 10-7. Nobody out. 0-1 count, 2-0 Hoppy.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside there, 1-1. Can that get by? It does not. Nice play at second base. Gets the throw in time. 2 away. All right, we're going to keep Chase in the game. He is a starter. He should have plenty of length. And I think he did okay in this, I think he's gotten 4 outs for us at this point. Might be 5. Seager not swinging at that one. That might have been the best pitch we're going to give him. We get the favorable call there, 1 away. I agree with him arguing a little bit. He would have challenged it in real life, I'm sure. There's a ground ball to Moncada, 2 away. Jock Peterson up to bat here. Could easily make it a 9-10 ball game. He's got that power still. Had a great year last year.
No.
Just checking on the runner there. 1-1.
Ball.
Yeah, we're being a little careful, even though the next batter has a home run in today's game. But that will lock it down for the Angels. 10-7 win in 11 innings. Some resilience there from the bats, but the bullpen's still the thing that we struggle with. No situation in the game on the 27th. We lost 4-14.
Leading off for the Angels, right fielder Mike Trout.
Mike Trout up to bat here, a 4-5 ball game in the top of the 9th against the Astros. Game 1 of a series with them. Leadoff perfect base hit for Mike Trout. That'll bring up Jorge Soler. All right, little pitch out there, 1-0. Was tempted to pinch run for Trout here. And I might actually see if I can. I don't know if I can get like when they allow us to call timeouts. I was a little worried there. Let's go ahead and look at the substitution options here. Speed wise, let's get on Trout. It says Trout has a 77. Yeah, I think we're fine with Trout. 1-1 count. Fouls off the 98 mile an hour, make it 1-2. Soler's 0 for 3 in today's ball game. Goes down looking. Thought it was going to be low. 1 away. Here's Taylor Ward. Having a solid year. 275. 1 for 4 today. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. I'm going to really love playing in this division now that we're getting into these games. The Astros, the Rangers, the Mariners, the A's. It's going to be a fun one. I feel like we're starting to get into it now. Got past that first draft. Oh, I'm just swinging like an idiot, though. Getting pretty excited about the future of the draft picks we've gotten. 2 outs now for O'Hoppe. That's a tough call there. 0-1. It's outside, 1-1. Top free agents, Bo Bichette. Man, that'd be tempting. Oh my goodness, break all my rules. Ground ball to shortstop, that's gonna end the game. The Angels go down 4-5. Game 1 against the Astros here. Trying to end August on a hot streak. Not looking likely. Burke gets the loss. And no opportunity to jump in the game. We've dropped the first 2 against the Astros, meaning we're on a 3-game losing streak to end the month of August. September call-ups are upon us. We're down 3.5 games to the Astros. This is a big series. We're tied with the Rays right now. Got the Royals and Yankees on our heels. Pretty intense. It's pretty intense. I want to look at team statistics. Still second in the league in batting average. The 2 LA teams on top of the board there. Runs scored, we've dropped down, it looks like. We were at 11. Number 2 with hits. So the runners in scoring position is going to be the issue for this team. Home runs, we've dropped down to 6th. Pretty solid power in these bats. And stolen bases, I imagine we're towards the bottom. Yeah, number 25th. Let's look at ERA. Oh, let's look at errors first. Let's see where we are. Middle of the field, it looks like. Number 14. I'll take that early on. Something to keep an eye on. ERA, where are we at? Number 25th. So yeah, we knew going into it, pitching was gonna be the problem. But right now, leading the team with batting average is Mike Trout. He's also leading the team in home runs and RBIs. Absolutely having an MVP type season for us. I have a feeling there's other players out there that are gonna stand out a little bit more. Rengifo batting 293 still. Moncada batting 285. Neto batting 284. Shanuel having a solid year. Looking at his numbers improving. He's up to a 72 overall. Neto's up to an 85 overall. He looks like he's losing some power against left-handed pitching. It's okay. It'd be nice to get more out of him. 16 home runs this year. I imagine most of those are coming against right-handed pitching then. Shanuel, 13 home runs this year. Looking like our solid first baseman for us of the future. He's only 23, B potential. Taylor Ward's a little bit older. You know, we talked about him a little bit early on. He's batting 274 still. Moniak still batting 266, having a solid season for us as well. The bats aren't the problem. Absolutely not the issue. Our best ERA is the guy we just called up in Chase with a 113. Victor Gonzalez is on the injured list with a 271. Hans here, 295. You know, going down until we get to the starters here, we start seeing Hendricks with 387 as our best starter. Soriano with 403. Kikuchi with 410. Just isn't having a good year for us. And Peterson down there at 550. Ben Joyce at 552. And Stevenson at 573. Only 11 innings pitched for him, though. With a month to go in the season, we find ourselves 3.5 games out of first place in a tie for the wild card, trying to hold on for playoffs in year one of the rebuild. We'll see if that happens in the next episode. I'm SocksWayUp. Thanks for hanging out. And we're going to save the game right now.